A day on the Focus with Anne. Hello, history buffs and casual listeners alike. Today is January 14th, and boy do we have a jam-packed day in the annals of time to unpack. Buckle up, because we're going on a whirlwind tour, starting way back in 1236, when King Henry III of England tied the knot with Eleanor of Provence. Picture the medieval wedding, the feast, the questionable hygiene. I bet the gossip was legendary. Fast forward a bit to 1761, the Third Battle of Panipat in India. A clash of titans, Marathas versus Afghans, shaping the destiny of a continent. It's the kind of event that makes you grab your history book and dive in. Then there's 1797 and Napoleon's. The Battle of Rivoli, a decisive French victory that was basically Napoleon's "I'm here to stay" announcement in Italy. Seriously, the guy was everywhere, wasn't he? Let's jump to 1858. Napoleon III of France narrowly escapes an assassination attempt. Talk about a close call. I'd love to know what his reaction was. Probably a dramatic sigh of relief, followed by an order for extra security, and possibly a stronger cup of coffee. And who could forget the launch of the RMS Oceanic in 1899? The biggest ship afloat at the time. I can only imagine the excitement, though. People must have thought it was some kind of seagoing skyscraper. Jumping to more recent history, we have the debut of the Today Show on NBC in 1952, a television institution that has seen countless hosts and news stories. Remember those morning shows your grandparents used to watch? And the absolute craziness of 1967's Human Be-In in Golden Gate Park, San Francisco. The Summer of Love's kickoff party, man. Think tie-dye, peace signs, and a whole lot of flower power. Finally, let's acknowledge the sadder parts. The sinking of the MS Jan Heweliusz in 1993 was a tragedy, a stark reminder of the perils of the sea. Phew. That was a fast trip through history, wasn't it? Now, for a little creative fiction spun from today's historical threads. Imagine Eleanor of Provence, somehow transported to 1967 San Francisco. She arrives amidst the swirling chaos of the Human Be-In, completely bewildered by the tie-dye, the music, and the general lack of formality. She'd probably think it's a rather unruly peasant rebellion, far removed from her courtly life. She might even try to use her royal status to restore some order, only to be met with confused stares and offers of psychedelic mushrooms. Then, seeing news of the Today Show debuts on a transistor radio, she declares that courtly life would be much improved with a daily dose of news and a good cup of tea. And she might even try to convince the hippies to adopt a few more elegant hairstyles. The whole thing ends with Eleanor mysteriously vanishing, leaving behind only a faint scent of medieval perfume and a single, perfectly embroidered rose. Perhaps she simply decided that the past is a wonderful place to visit, but she wouldn't want to live there. And that, my friends, is your history lesson for today. Tune in tomorrow for another exciting journey through time. Until then, keep exploring the past. You might find something truly surprising.